Imagine waking up in the middle of the night, not because of a sound, not because of a nightmare, but because of a feeling you can't quite explain. The room feels too quiet. The air feels heavier than it should. And as your eyes slowly adjust to the darkness, you realize something is in the corner. It's not a shadow, not a trick of the light. It's something that shouldn't be there, standing still facing you, not moving, not making a sound. But in that silence, you know one thing for certain: it's looking at you. And before you can fully process what you're seeing, it's already closer. That thing has a name: the Rake. Unlike traditional legends passed down through generations, the Rake was born in the modern world. It first appeared in early 2000s internet forums, through anonymous posts, scattered reports, and personal accounts from people who had never met, yet described nearly identical experiences. The descriptions are always the same: a thin, almost human-like figure, but disturbingly disproportionate. Pale skin, as if it has never seen sunlight. It doesn't walk, it crawls, in a way that feels unnatural. Its face shows no emotion, and somehow, that emptiness makes it feel even more aware, as if it's deliberately observing. What makes the Rake so unsettling isn't just how it looks, but how it behaves. It doesn't attack right away. It doesn't rush. It simply watches, as if studying every movement, every reaction, every trace of fear. One of the most talked about cases involves a man who woke up in the middle of the night for no clear reason. There was no noise, no nightmare, just a strong sense that something wasn't right. When he opened his eyes, he saw it at the foot of his bed, crouched, still, staring directly at him. His body froze instantly. He couldn't move, couldn't speak. Time seemed to slow down. Then, without making a single sound, the figure began to move, slowly crawling closer. No expression, no hesitation, until it was just inches away. And the moment he tried to scream, it vanished as if it had never been there. Another case comes from a woman who experienced something even stranger. Every night, she woke up at exactly the same time, 2:17 a.m. At first, she dismissed it as coincidence. But eventually, curiosity took over. One night, when she woke up, she kept her eyes closed. She stayed still and listened. In the thick silence, she began to hear something. A faint scraping sound, slow, repetitive, getting closer. Her heart started racing, but she didn't move, until the sound suddenly stopped, right beside her bed. And when she finally opened her eyes, it was already there, far too close to be dismissed as a dream. Across these accounts, a pattern begins to emerge. The Rake almost always appears when someone is caught, between sleep and wakefulness, when the mind isn't fully active and the body isn't fully in control. Many people explain this as sleep paralysis, a state where the brain wakes up, but the body remains frozen. In that condition, the mind can create extremely vivid hallucinations, including figures, sounds, and even a strong sense of presence. But there's one question that remains. Why? Is it always the same thing? People from different places, different backgrounds, even those who had never heard of the Rake, described nearly identical encounters. Thin, crawling, silent, watching. This raises another possibility. Maybe it's not just the mind. Maybe the Rake is something that can only be perceived under certain conditions, on the edge between consciousness and unconsciousness, when a person is at their most vulnerable. Or maybe it has always been there. We just don't see it most of the time. And if that's true, then the most disturbing possibility isn't whether it exists, but that it could be in the same room as you, without you ever knowing. Now imagine this happening again tonight. No sound, no clear reason, just that quiet certainty that you are not alone. You don't move. You don't open your eyes, because deep down, you know once you see it, everything changes. And when you finally look toward the corner, something there is already looking back at you. If you were in that situation, what would you do? Would you stay still and hope it disappears? Or try to move, even if you don't know what happens next? And more importantly, have you ever experienced something like this? Let me know in the comments, because maybe you're not alone.